Hey friends, I am coming to you on my day off from my backyard, which some of you may recognize from COVID. I want to tell you the cool thing we're going to be doing in May. We are calling it Holy Spirit Month. And we decided that we would spend an entire month focusing with our preaching and our teaching and activities on the Holy Spirit, who we don't talk about all that much, but you can think of her, in Laura's words, as God as a verb. We get the great story of the Holy Spirit coming to the disciples in the feast day of Pentecost, and the story from Acts, where the disciples are in a room and suddenly there's the sound of violent rushing wind and fire appears on their heads like tongues of fire. And suddenly everybody from the four corners of the earth are able to hear them speaking in their own languages. These are some of the primary metaphors of the Holy Spirit: fire and wind, also the dove that descends on Jesus at his baptism. But our hope is in this next month. You will learn to find and recognize the Holy Spirit and practice the sort of marks of the Holy Spirit: kindness and healing and reconciliation and grace and joy. That you will recognize those kinds of things in your life and in the world around you as the actions of the Holy Spirit, and find ways to open yourself to becoming a vehicle for that wind and fire and joy and peace and grace and kindness and love to be shared with the world. To do this, we'll be preaching about the Holy Spirit. This coming Sunday, we have a brunch where we will have an activity we'd love for you to participate in, and we'll do a little teaching about the Holy Spirit. The week of May 12th, Mother's Day, we have an amazing guest speaker at the times between the two services. Her name is Allison St. Louis, and she was a psychologist before she was a priest. She was my first spiritual director, and she was a professor at VTS, and she now runs a retreat center in Pennsylvania. And she will be speaking about the power of the Holy Spirit in kindness and the impact of the psychological benefit of kindness in our own lives and as we spread it. We will be doing a scavenger hunt where we are unleashing our joy and the Holy Spirit in the neighborhood and learning more about our neighbors, because certainly loving your neighbors is a gift of the Holy Spirit. And on Memorial Day weekend, we will be offering an advanced training for those who want to become trainers for nonviolent bystander training. So that sort of thing, if you see somebody on the metro being harassed, what can you do to step in and be the Holy Spirit, be the presence of peace and reconciliation and kindness and healing in the world? And that will be the afternoon of May 26th, Memorial Day weekend. So really what we're inviting you to do is engage with the Holy Spirit with all of your senses, with food, with art, with music, with listening, with storytelling, with compassion, with joy, and hear about this person of the Trinity that we don't hear about very often, and learn to spot her work and participate in her work in the world, and hear why so many of us refer to the Holy Spirit as a she. So we invite you into this month with us and invite you into a lifelong practice of spotting the Holy Spirit at work and participating in that work, and the joyfulness and the gracefulness of that in your own life. So I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.